Welcome back, Cat 5 class. Today we're going to go over problem 325. Okay, so here's our isometric view, front view, top view, side view. And we're going to complete them in AutoCAD. Okay, so in this case, this is the front view. So if we're looking at it standing on this side of the building, this would be the front view. And then for the top, we just fly over the top, look straight down. That's the top view. And fly back down to the front of the building. And for the right side view, you go behind it, look inward, and this is the right side view. Okay, so let's take a look at the 3D model. Okay, so let's take a look at the front view. Front view. Let's go to the top view. There it is, top view. Back to the front, and now the right side view. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so obviously this view has the most information, so this is the front view. Okay, so obviously we're missing a green center line. I don't know if we need to add this object line, it's probably already there. And also something that we can't see, but luckily we have our X-ray vision to help us locate this salmon color surface down here. Okay, so we cannot see the salmon colored surface, but it's there. Let's go back to the front view. So we're going to draw a dash hidden line representing that surface. Okay, so once again, we have this pocket here and we have the salmon colored surface, and we'll represent it with a hidden line going across. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the AutoCAD file. Okay, so here's our front view. Hold on to the wheel to pan, let go of the wheel and roll the wheel without pushing on it. Just roll it without pressing on it. All right, so let's take care of the green center line. We have this object line already there, so let's take care of the green center line. So green center layer, line command. Oh, hey teacher, let's use center mark. All right, let's go to annotate. Go to center mark. Click on the circle, and there's our center mark. Okay, let's go back to the Home tab. So good enough. Let me hit escape. It's still in the middle of the command, so I hit escape to exit the command. So see how it extends on its own? We didn't have to do any extending on these center lines. All right, so now let's draw the red hidden line. So from this corner, or you can see it here from the side view. This is the surface that we cannot see from the front view. Okay, so let's go over to, let me hit escape to deselect. Go to hidden layer, line command, and again, it's from this corner. We're going to go across. And there it is. Okay, and right click enter, and let's shorten that to the correct length. And there it is. I should have ortho on. Okay, I turned on ortho. Hit escape to deselect. There it is. All right, so it looks like we're done with this front view. Right, hidden line, center line. Okay, let's cheat. Take a look at the answer key. Let's go all the way down. Okay, zoom in. All right, so we have our front view. And that's done. All right, let's go over to the top view. Okay, so top view, we're missing quite a few things. We're missing the object lines inside. We only have the outside already drawn for us, so we're gonna have to draw these object lines, right? And we'll just project them over from the side view, right? Hit the 45 across. We'll project this corner from the front view, get that object line. And then we have this garage opening at the bottom, right? Think of this as some fancy casino, right? You're going to drive underneath. So we're going to go to the vertex, the corners, go straight up, and those are the red hidden lines representing that garage opening or tunnel, right? And then we have the hole. So the hole is going through two vertical walls. If we go back to our 3D model, Take a look at the top view, right? There it is, top view. So we have the yellow circular holes. Notice it only goes through the 2 vertical walls, right? There's nothing in the middle as far as the circular hole, only in the vertical walls. And we already took care of the tunnel, right? The green tunnel. We cannot see it from the top, so we drew hidden lines to represent that tunnel going all the way through, front to back. All right, so once again, let's take a look at the top view. Slightly rotate. So we need to represent the yellow holes with red hidden lines and a center line. All right, so let's go back. Roll the wheel. There it is, okay. So let's first draw the vertical walls. So we have a vertical wall here and another one here, and we can just use the side view. Okay, so let's go to the visible layer. There it is, line command. And from this inside corner of the slot, or this pocket, going from this corner, go straight up, hit the 45 and go across. And there it is, we have our first wall. Then right click enter. Repeat for the other side of this opening. So from this corner, so hit spacebar or line command to repeat the same command. The last command you used. I have ortho on, right? We have ortho on. Guarantees a vertical. I was trying to force a vertical or horizontal. And go across. And right click enter. Okay, so there it is. We have our 2 vertical walls, and in the middle we have the pocket. Okay, so we can delete these 2. Let's use the pencil eraser. And then shorten the horizontals to the correct length using the grips. Okay, there it is. Okay, hit escape to deselect. Escape on the keyboard. Okay, now we have this corner here. So here we have a chamfer in the front view. So we need to draw that line here. Let's go back to the 3D model. Okay, so we have this chamfer. All right, so we can actually physically see this edge here. Let me turn on the edges. There it is. Let me deselect, clicking in space. Okay, so we have this chamfer. Okay, so if we look at it from the top view, even though the green looks flat, it's actually, right, sloping away from us towards the left. And we need this object line. Okay, so let's draw that in. Okay, so let me hit escape to deselect. We're still in the visible white object layer. Use line command, and from this corner, we're going to go straight up. And there it is. The chamfer is only in on the first wall, not the back wall. So right click enter to exit. And let's go ahead and shorten this. All right, so let's take care of the hole. Okay, so actually let's take care of the tunnel first. That's the easy one. Okay, so let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let's go to the red hidden layer. Okay, so zoom in a little bit. Too far in, I'll just leave it the way it is. All right, so red hidden lines from the front view at the corners of the tunnel, it goes all the way through out the back, right? Right click enter and hit spacebar to repeat the same command. And there it is. Right click enter. And now we can use the red hidden lines. We can now use the grips to shorten the red hidden lines. And hit escape. Okay, so there it is. All right, so now don't forget that the holes only go through the front wall and the back wall. So we're going to have to draw 2 sets of hidden lines. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw a red hidden line from the left quadrant of the hole, circular hole, and we're going to go straight up. Okay, there it is. Right click enter. Now, the circular hole only goes through the walls, so we're going to have to adjust that. It's not like the tunnel. Oh, hit escape to deselect. Try it again. So I'm going to shorten the red hidden line so it goes through the back wall. Hit escape. Then we're going to draw one for the front wall. Okay, draw red hidden line. And right click enter, and there it is. Notice there's no red hidden line in this opening here. Going back to the 3D model, right? So we're going to draw red hidden lines to represent the hole through these vertical walls, but there's no circular hole on the inside of this pocket. All right, so let's go back. Okay, let's repeat the same process. So red hidden line from the right quadrant. This time I'll just track it, track it, track it. Keep going to the back wall. There it is. Right click enter to exit. Repeat the process. Line command again from the right quadrant of the hole. And this time we'll go through the front wall, vertical wall. Right click enter. And there it is. Okay, so now all we're missing, I believe, is the green center line in the top view. Okay, so let's go to green center layer. Use the center line. And we're going to track the center of the hole. Now, here if you want, you can draw two separate center lines, one per wall. But chances are these two holes are supposed to line up with each other, sharing the same axis, meaning they're concentric. 99+% of the time, most likely these two holes, even though it's two separate walls, will most likely line up with each other with their axes. So let's draw one long green center line for both. Oh, went too far. How far? Right click enter. Let me shorten this. I'm gonna have to turn off ortho. My mistake, object snap. Shorten this to the correct length, and we'll just eyeball it. There it is. And hit escape to exit. Okay, so there it is. Looks like we're done with our top view. Okay, let's go back to the answer key. Yep, we have the red hidden lines. We have the object line and center line. So we're done with the top view. Now let's focus on the right view, right side view. Same thing, we have a hole, right, going through two walls. And we can just draw one long green center line, since chances are the two holes are supposed to line up with each other. And then we have the red hidden line from the tunnel going across. There's that red hidden line for the tunnel. And then we have this red hidden line, which represents this chamfer, right? We have this chamfer. So just like we drew this line here for the chamfer, we also need to draw one for the bottom edge, except it's on the opposite side. It's not in this right side view, it's way on the opposite side, so we need to represent it with the red hidden line. So let's take a look at the 3D model. Okay, so let's go back to the, actually, you know what? Let me first slightly rotate it. So the red hidden line I was just talking about is this one here. We can see it if we're standing on the left side view, but we're going to be standing on the right side view. Okay, so if we look at the right side view, there it is. We need to represent the holes. We need to represent the tunnel, right? The two yellow circular holes, the green tunnel, and that chamfer on the other side that we cannot see, but it's there. There it is, where the chamfer ends. Okay, so we're going to represent that with the hidden line from this view, this right side view. All right, let's see, right side view. Let me see if I can turn on wireframe. 3, 2, 1, don't blink. I was hoping I could see hidden lines, but I don't have that option. All right, so yeah, I was hoping we could see hidden lines, dashed lines, and I don't see them. It's okay. All right, so let's go ahead and draw a right side view. Okay, so let's start with the two holes. Okay, so we have the holes going across from the top quadrant of the front view. So let's go to red hidden layer. Draw our lines. From the top quadrant, turn on object snap. Okay, so I'm just going to track across. Okay, there's our first one. Right click enter. Repeat again. for the first wall from the top quadrant. There it is. Right click enter and repeat again at the bottom. Right click enter and the last one. Again from the bottom quadrant. Again, there are two holes because there are two walls. And they happen to line up with each other. Oh, I forgot the green center line, right? Okay, so let's go to green center layer, center line. Again, we're going to use this as our axis, right? It's the same hole, just on the right side view. And here we can get away with using one long green center line. Right click enter. Because 99% of the time, these two holes are to line up with each other along their axis. All right, so now let's take care of the tunnel. Okay, so we have this tunnel. So let's go to red hidden layer. Okay, draw a line to represent the tunnel. It goes all the way through, front to back. And there it is, right click enter. Okay, and just when you think, oh, I'm done. Nope, you still got to draw that chamfer, right? We have that chamfer here. Okay, so we have that green chamfer. We can draw this line here, but it's already being overlapped by this front edge, or I should say this edge from the right side view. So they're just going to overlap each other. But we still have this one back here to draw. So there's a red hidden line there. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw that in there. Okay, so red hidden line, line command. Again, from that edge of the chamfer, we're going to go across. And it's going to stop here. It doesn't go to the next wall, just the first wall. Click. Okay, right click enter. And let's go ahead and shorten it to the correct length. Okay, and there it is. And hit escape. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the construction layer. I'm going to double click. Okay, if you want to write in your name, go for it. It's optional. I know some of you want to type in your name, take credit for your drawing. Okay, now, some can make the argument, you know what, instead of the right side view, isn't it better to give the left side view? Okay, so yeah, you can make that argument and say, you know what, let's go back to the front. I think the left side view is a lot better. You can actually see the chamfer, right? And where it ends, right? Where it starts and where it ends. So yeah, you have that option. Instead of giving a right side view, give a left side view instead. Okay, so if we wanted to do that, all I'm going to do is make a copy. So I'm going to left mouse click and hold. And you're at the rodeo, slowly rope around. You're going to capture the right side view. There it is. And I'm going to make a copy. Make sure you have ortho turned on, so you only go horizontal or vertical. Pick a corner, and I'm just going to copy it over to this side. I'll just eyeball it. Okay, and you can keep clicking to make more copies. I'm done, so I'll just hit escape on the keyboard, upper left corner key. Okay, so there's the left side view. So if we go back, there it is. There's no hidden line here, but we do have a visible object line here, right? So all we would have to do is go back, get rid of this hidden line, delete it, and draw the visible object line for the chamfer, right? For this chamfer. Go to the visible layer and use the line command and oh, I should have turned on the construction lines. All right. See if I can track. There it is. I was able to track. Zoom in. Try and track from this endpoint and straight up. Yep, I was able to track. And right click enter. Okay, so this is what it would look like. It's almost identical to the right side view, right? Except for the chamfers on the other side. So they're mirror images of each other, pretty much. Okay, so you can make the argument left side view is better, shows a lot more. and you can always delete the right side view. Okay, so you do have that option. It doesn't always have to be a right side view. In this case, a left side view makes more sense, but you can leave the right side view instead. Okay, so, all right, so let's go ahead and save our work and use your initials. Once again, look at the top when you type in your new file name with your initials. If you choose to go in that direction, and then look at the top in 3, 2, 1, save. There it is. So this is our new file with your part number P3-25 and initials. All right, so that's the end of this video. Oh, some of you are like, hey, teacher, LTS. All right, LTS. You want LTS? I'll give you some LTS. Click in LTS. Not as easy as 1, 2, 3. Enter. Right now it's set to 10. And by the way, I set that scale factor. Typically it defaults to 1. Let me try 1. And in 3, 2, 1, enter. Oh, a lot cleaner, right? Looks a lot better. Can't see the green center lines. Let's see if I was to overextend them. No, still can't see them. What if I go a lot longer? See, now you can see them if I way overextend. Let me hit undo, Control Z to undo. So let me try a bit larger LTS. LTS, enter. Instead of 1, let me try 2. See if that's acceptable. 2. Enter. No, didn't work. Control Z, undo. Okay, so might as well show you how to change each one individually. Okay, so let's say here it looks good. You're happy with it, but you're not happy with the green center lines. So I was going to wait on this, but might as well show you how to do this. Select the green center lines. The one in the middle is okay because that one is using a center mark command, which looks good. Okay, the other 3 don't. Okay, so once you select the 3 that you want to change, we're going to do the LTS just for these 3. So select them and then you right click and we're going to go to properties. Okay, so you first select the items, then you right click, properties. Then we're going to look for LTS here, line type scale, right? There it is, LTS. Okay, so right now it's following the scale for the whole drawing, but we can deviate from it. Okay, so we're going to go to, let's try 0.5. See if it accepts 0.5. And then click away, click away. Hey, there it is. It did like 0.5. Looks good, right? Okay, once you're done, you can close this window and hit escape to deselect. So you can do it individually or by group. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save. I already saved it with my initials and hit save. All right, class, that's the end of this video. See you in the next one.